Hey guys, what's going on? MaxFTE here, and today I'm back with another Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to be jumping into my first Master League battles of the season, giving the team of Ho-Oh, Zacian and Dialga a run, seeing how we can get on with it, and hopefully pulling some wins. But yeah, let's see how we get on. Did you also know that only 8.8% of people who watch my videos are actually subscribed? So if you're enjoying, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe, and help us on the road to 10k. But yeah, let's jump into the battles. So yeah, as I mentioned, the team that we're going to be running is Ho-Oh, Zacian on the safe swap, and then Origin Form Dialga in the back. Now this team was from Tracy Lee's on Twitter. There was a post about the sort of top female battlers teams and their sort of recommendations. I thought I'd give it a go. I had a lot of fun with it. I suppose obviously there's going to be a lot of leeway with sort of Master League at the moment, just because I haven't quite hit rank 20 yet, so I'm still in the early ranks, and having that sort of big advantage of having I'm running two level 50 Pokemon, Ho-Oh and my Dialga. They're both level 50. My Zacian is not quite level 50. I want to say maybe level 46-ish. However, obviously we're going to be having a big advantage having two level 50 Pokemon. You don't see a huge amount of fully maxed out legendaries in the Master League at this ranks. However, it's still a really solid team and had a lot of fun with it. Zacian, we are running Play Rough and Wild Charge on it. I feel like other than Excadrill, Play Rough and Wild Charge gives you sort of coverage against everything. I'm actually trying to think. I think Excadrill is about the only thing that you can't hit for super effective with on the Zacian. I think, yeah, I want to say Excadrill is about the only thing that you can't do that great against. Obviously, your close combat, you would want it for the sort of Dialgas, your Rhyperiors, and again, your Excadrills, but having it as with that moveset on the safe swap is quite nice. Origin Form Dialga, I really enjoy Dialga. It's so nice to finally have a level 50 Dialga. I did have I think I got to level 45, or the altered form of Dialga, but then the new one was announced for the Sinnoh Tour. I was like, yeah, I'm not even going to bother finishing that one off. So yeah, Ho-Oh on the lead against the Mewtwo. Normally what I like to do here is play it out and see what sort of player your opponent is. Obviously, Side Strike is going to be their most effective move, so generally just see whether they throw on 5 Psycho Cuts or whether they like to build up a bit of energy or not. If they throw exactly on 5, I'll normally let one go through and I'll shield the second, and then I'll catch the third onto Dialga. At that point, you'll be able to either farm the Mewtwo all the way down, or they'll come in with something else, and your Mewtwo is at 0 energy, so they're not going to be able to get to a move or anything. So that's going to be quite tidy. They're going to come in with a Melmetal, which is about the worst thing they probably could have come in here with. I did really misplay this. I was building up energy. For some reason, I didn't think a superpower would KO from that range, so I let that go through, which was a bit silly. You can see, I was so taken aback by that. I just totally didn't think that was going to KO. However, it is what it is. Gonna have to come in with the Ho-Oh, just because obviously we could come in with the Zacian, play Wild Charge the Melmetal. However, I don't really want to take her attack down, and they are going to come in with a Togekiss. Unfortunately, we do have 0 shields left, and so they might just be able to get to a move. Gonna throw the Wild Charge on good timing, and I think they might just barely get to the next one. Yeah, so I think if I'd just been building up energy, although actually I say that, we do live that. They swap into the Mewtwo, catch the Wild Charge onto the Mewtwo, which... So Togekiss is on 0 energy. I think we might actually win this game. Sorry, I completely thought this was the game that we lost. Oh my god, I can't believe we won that. Okay, so we probably should have lost that. I think they sort of threw by catching onto the Mewtwo, but is what it is. Ho-Oh against the Kyurem. Kyurem is something that you don't really see that often, so I never really know how to play it. They go for the Glaciate, gonna lower our attack. We're gonna just go straight for the Sacred Fire. This is going to do a lot of neutral damage, plus as well the chance to debuff their attack. Unfortunately, we don't get that, and so we're going to shield this up, as we are going to be able to get to a Brave Bird. But I do swap straight into a Zacian, which is okay. At least we don't have the Melmetal against our Dialga, which is obviously not a good thing. Gonna let a Rock Slide go through. Just gonna build up energy here, farm up quite nice. Just because I know that any one move isn't gonna KO from this range, I can definitely afford to build up energy there. And so going for the excellent. They're gonna shield that up. And I think at that point, maybe I was being a bit greedy. I think I should have just gone straight for the move, but I think I did want to build up to the double wild charge without debuffing my defense a second time. However, that's alright. Just gonna go for the next one here. We are still surviving, which is quite nice. And they live with just a sliver of HP. Thankfully, we managed to get the farm down, which was really lucky. They're going to come in with a Kyurem, so I'm going to be able to go. I'm just going to go straight for the Sacred Fire. I could have gone Brave Bird and saved a bit of energy, but I didn't quite want to just totally sack all of my energy there. Sack all of my defenses, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, potentially they would have been able to farm us down had we debuffed ourselves, but we do have Dialga, so this is going to be looking quite nice as long as they don't have Focus Blast. But the opponent does actually give up, and so we are going to be able to take that game. Ho-Oh against Rayquaza, miserable lead, just going to come straight into the Zacian. And they're going to be building up a lot of energy. I was being careful to watch for the catch there. Thankfully, this is quite nice. It's quite a good reason why we have Wild Charge. Going to go for the first one, and they are going to let it go through. I think at that point I maybe would have been better just farming up to the, straight to the back-to-back, just so we didn't debuff our defenses again, because we will manage to get to the next wild charge, that's okay. I was sort of worried that because we debuffed our defenses twice, they might have been able to just straight farm us down. However, that's okay. We're going to be able to come in with a Dialga here. Obviously, we are taking neutral from the Dragon Tails and the Breaking Swipes. However, we're going to be dealing super effective to them. Plus, as well, I think the Dialga is just a bit more bulky than the Ho-Oh, which is going to be quite nice. They're going to come in with a Togekiss, and at this point, I was going to say it's game over, but it's not quite. They could still get to an Ancient Power and one-shot us, although I don't think it quite one-shots. We don't get the attack drop, so we're going to have to see how much damage this is actually going to do. It doesn't quite take us out. I do go for another one, and at that point they stopped attacking. I think maybe I should have stopped attacking as well, just because they're... okay, no, so they must have actually rage quit, sorry. Sorry, what I was going to say was that because I went straight for that, their Rayquaza would be able to just farm all the way down my Ho-Oh and get some more energy, but I think they probably could have came close to winning that. I think they maybe gave up a bit too quickly, but it is what it is. Zacian coming in here against the Lugia. This is a not bad one. Again, we've got Wild Charge, which is quite nice. I think this I think maybe I should have just been building up energy, let them go for an Aeroblast first, shield it up, and then go for my moves for the Wild Charges, just because now that I've gone for Wild Charge, they're going to be able to get away with going for Sky Attacks and KOing, so I'm going to have to shield this up, which is obviously not ideal. I'm going for another Wild Charge though. This should do a lot of neutral damage, even to Lugia. It does about 40%, I would say. And probably just going to let this go through. Thankfully, we do actually live that, and we do just barely manage to make it to another Wild Charge. Thankfully, having that Fairy typing and not taking, and actually taking resisted damage from the Dragon Tail is really nice. Good alignment with the Dialga onto the Dragonite. Obviously, we do have to watch for the superpower, so we are going to shield that up. They do debuff their attack and defense, so I'm just going to stay in here because Gyarados obviously would like to see the Ho-Oh, and so going to go for the Aurora Time, take them out, and yeah, at this point I think it's pretty much game over. I don't think it is game over. So they're gonna go for a Dragon Claw. Is gonna tickle the Ho-Oh. This game is in the bag, and we can just farm all the way down there. But yeah, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. If you have any team suggestions or anything like that, make sure to comment them down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. See ya. Peace.